Alright, continuing on with the stage 2 of 2020 British Grand Prix here at Silverstone. It's called Practice 1, so I'm assuming we're going to have multiple practice stages. Since we do have 7-stage event at hand here, so I'm assuming stage 2, stage 3, stage 4 is got to be the practice stages, and then 5 is going to be what do we call it? The qualifying, and 6 and 7 most likely will be the actual Grand Prix, the main event. So, alright, so starting with goal 1. And don't want to stress our power unit unnecessarily, so stay below 185 miles per hour or 297.72 kph for these laps. So we actually have a speed limit. Interesting. Alright, so let's hop in and get started. Alright, my top speed 309 kph running stock, and this one's gonna be at the Grand Prix circuit. So alright, let's see. So the speed limit is essentially right under 300 kph, and we'll see how close this car actually gets to what's on spec in actual race course. Here, down Wellington Straight, 270, almost 280, not much there. And let's see, through Luffield, this is another pretty fast sector for these cars with high grip, since you can pretty much go flat out through Luffield, through Cops, and head right into Maggots. But given the speed limit, I feel like I should be a little bit more cautious. Don't want to be, as Eric called it, don't want to stress the power unit unnecessarily. So we'll take it easy. But and here comes a hanger straight, which is another very fast straight. And we're hitting 295, 294 almost, as there's a little bit of a lift at the end of Hanger Straight heading into Stowe. And the final chicane, pretty technical bit at the end of the circuit here, as we start the, lap 1, but, it's almost 2 laps that we're pulling here. Alright. Pretty decent grip on these guys, so can push pretty hard through those corners, the village section. And then 280, yeah, mid 280 is all I'm getting off of Wellington. And then this time, let's take the Luffield a little bit tighter and go flat out. See how far we go, and yeah, trying to look at both speedometer and the blind corner, a little tricky. So I'm gonna just kind of take it easy, since I don't want to go over the speed limit. And 294, 295, I think I saw 296, so obviously we don't want to go over 297, or at least for this first goal of stage 2 here. So let's bring it on home. Pretty easy first challenge for stage 2, as you would expect. Alright, 2 minutes 55 seconds and change. Finishing 6th place. Pick up 261 driver XP for that effort. And 6,300 motorsport dollars. It's kind of a low payout for the distance that I traveled, but oh well. I guess that's what you get when you finish 6th place. Alright. And yeah. Carlos Sainz in second place. That's a pretty good showing from him. McLaren. And let's check out the rest of the grid. Alright, it's just 12 cars. Okay, takes out a few more service bars there. I guess I forgot to service it after yesterday. But we still have enough service bars to continue on to goal 2. And this one is going to be an average speed test. Alright, 136.7 miles per hour or 220 kph is going to be the speed target to maintain. Alright, and I feel like average speed challenges, the Mercedes is going to fare very well because obviously we don't really need to, hit certain top speed, but instead we're trying to rely more on grip and acceleration, which obviously Mercedes excels at. It's its strength, along with the good, stronger braking distance than the competition. So that means we can push deeper into corners, and when we have to, come out, we can shoot out quicker with a shorter acceleration time. So yeah, and this one, since we don't have a speed limit, unlike the last one, let's really test out how our new Mercedes 2020 season Mercedes fares here at Silverstone. Alright. The loop, always a bit slower. Lost a bit of speed, but well above the target. So didn't fall below 230 for the average speed. And alright, get around Vettel. Alright, now we're below 230, but that's okay as we are hitting the fastest sector possibly of the circuit, flat out through cops. Let's see how fast we can push. 296, 297, 298, 299, 300. Alright, so we can push 300 through Luffield through Maggots. Alright, and let's see how we do down Hanger Straight. 294, 5, 6. That little bit of lift at the end heading into Stowe, just enough to slow me down. That I think the fastest sector that we can expect is gonna be the section between Luffield into Maggots, sort of that national circuit pit straight. Alright, so let's try to see if we can tackle a little bit more aggressive now that we're getting a little bit more familiar, and get a little push from Bottas, a teammate. Okay, so we're well above the target average speed. I think they asked for 220, right? So, alright, here we go. Once again, that's a pretty tight right-hander through cops. And 301, 302, yeah. Pushed all the way in through Maggots and right at the mouth of Beckett's. Alright. And the Hanger Straight, yeah, I think I saw 298 maybe just for a flash, but that's about as much as we're gonna get out versus the over 300 between Luffield and Maggots, so good to know. Alright, and that is a first place finish for 3 minutes 26 seconds and change. Alright, 584 driver XP gained, that's more like it. And some 21,900 motorsport dollars for that effort. Alright. And yeah, that's a pretty decent gap from the second place. And let's put the car in red, so we'll have to get the car serviced. I'll take some 6 ad watching to get that done immediately, so we'll get that done and see you guys soon. Alright, now that the service is done, let's go ahead and see if we can tackle the next challenge we got here, where once again we got an average speed challenge, but with the loss of grip. Great. Okay, this time target speed I think is a little bit lower, 215 kph or 133.5 miles per hour. And alright, so we're starting look like 99%. So the strategy would be to push hard to create as much of an average speed buffer while the grip is still there. And then this one's going to be a pretty long one too. We got 3 laps plus the out lap. So yeah, that's a pretty long race. Longest one so far. So alright. Well, and we're already down to below 60% at the beginning of this first full lap of the 3 that we're gonna need. And we'll try to get as much help with some drafting where we can get it. And try to keep that number in green above 215. I believe this was the target this time. And yeah, we're already down to 30 now as we head into cops. I'm gonna not push too hard. It's gonna be better to certainly stay on track and to even if we let up on gas a little bit prior to entering those corners, but you know, coming out strong. Alright, we're already down to a single digit grip now. Boy. And yeah, just like that, we're gonna have to do the rest of this goal with a 0% big red tire grip left on the screen. Always makes you a bit more nervous, right? Okay, so lap 8 of 9 here. Let's see how we fare. Alright, braking early. Try to ease the angle on these corners so we don't have to come in as steep of an angle. Alright, and alright, so I think we have a pretty decent. Whoa! Yeah, I guess you gotta try to push and see how much you can get away with. And it seems like that felt like not much. Alright, but at least we got to stay on track. And I don't think I lost too much speed. That was kind of a slow sector at the beginning of the fastest section. So I think strategically, I think that is Luffield at the beginning. As you're going through Luffield, if you skid a little bit, that's not going to be as detrimental as if you were to skid towards the end or midway of the faster sector, because obviously then that's where you should be really building up. So at least that's my excuse for it. And here we go, the one more lap to really keep those wheels on track as the slippery, yes, this low grip is gonna be a bit stressful here. But I think I have a pretty healthy buffer on my average speed, so I'm gonna try to widen the angle. Luffield, I just have no option but to kind of be conservative with my gas. And let's see, yeah, we'll let up on the gas early for cops, so yeah, we had pretty good amount of track left on the other side, on the outside, so apparently I could have probably carried a little bit more speed, but at this point in my final lap, I feel that I have enough of a buffer that it's better to kind of conserve my line and just bring it on home without incidents like going off track at this point. Final chicane and 236 and counting. Are we gonna get back up to close enough? Well above the target of 215 they asked for, finishing in second place. Helps with the payout of 1,500 motorsport dollars plus 687 driver XP. And alright, 28,000 motorsport dollar payout, 28,750 to be exact. And yeah, there's no way I would have been able to catch up to Bottas in the lead, not at that pace. But that's a-okay. That was not part of the goal to win. We just needed to stay on track, avoid any crashes, and finish with a average speed above the target. Alright, so that is goal 3. Let's head into the final goal and get the tires to 100% operational temperature before you start the next lap. And once you've done that, we need to slipstream for 2,500 meters or 2,734 yards. Alright, so I guess we're starting with the fresh tire. I don't know, are we starting in actually like 0% grip? Guess we'll see. Oh yeah, just about 3%. And 8% as the light turns green. Alright, and we gotta... They said we need to bring the grip up to 100% before we actually get the official cross the finish line. So, alright, do a little sliding. Okay, that's fine. You can pass. My first objective here, heating up those tires, so, you know, I don't think weaving kind of does the job, at least not in the game, but I'm gonna pretend it does. We're up to, I think if you skid a little bit, I think it speeds up the process rather than what I'm doing here, but you know what, it makes me feel better to do that. Alright, otherwise we just have to go slow and wait for the percentage to build up. Okay, there we go, 100%. Now we can start the lap. And we just need to chase down one of the opponents for, I think they asked for 2,500 meters, looks like, right? I got already 177 of it done. I know. But we do have 2 full laps, so really, I could pick on Perez, but I'm gonna try to push around him and pick a faster target. And I'm not really thinking Lance either. But look at that. Perez, where did you come out of? Alright, fine. Maybe I will tailgate or draft behind Sergio. It's fine. As long as I get 2,500, I guess. Oh, hello. Who is that? Ah, Sebastian, you want to join the party? Oh, gotta stay on target, on track though. My. What do they say? 2 is a company and 3 is a party? I guess we have a party then. Alright, we got 2,500 meters of slipstreaming or drafting done. Now this final lap, let's go full out and see if we can improve our rank in this lap to, you know, basically increase our driver XP and the payouts, right, in general. All right, 100% grip. Confident Mercedes can take these corners pretty aggressively. So let's do just that. Here we go, Luffield. And a little tighter. And there we go, cops. Just about flat out. I had a question mark over my head on that one. And yes, pushing pretty deep into, definitely all the way through Maggots and partially Beckett. And yeah, this early practice challenges, they don't really tell you what place you're in. You only find out at the end of the race. So I have a feeling there might be another car in front. I guess we'll find out once I cross the finish line. That'll give me my rank, and we'll see where I ended up. Alright, and 4th place. Ah, that's disappointing, isn't it? That's okay though. 445 driver XP. Okay, so, and 15,900 motorsport dollars. Maybe I should have pushed a little bit harder early on and tailgated after somebody else, like Albon or somebody from faster team, Red Bull Racing. Yeah, but yeah, I don't think I would have been able to catch up to Bottas or really Verstappen for that matter. But that's okay, and leaves me with just a sliver of the service bars left. But considering that I got some more motorsport dollars that I gotta pick up for today's to meet today's limit, I will continue on here without servicing. And for stage 2 completion, 20,000 motorsport dollars is gonna be motorsport dollars reward, and there should be some gold reward as well. 5 gold is gonna be. All right, great effort. We've got some good data from our analysis at the factory to look over before FP2 stint. We'll see you in a few hours with an adjustment or adjusted schedule. All right, so that will do it for the stage 2. So, and we'll continue with obviously stage 3 tomorrow. So stay tuned, and we'll see you guys in practice 2, the stage 3, right here at Silverstone. Until then, take care. Thanks.